Hey folks, this is Rotorstorm331 again. This will be my final run for the evening, which is P.O.W. vs. War. This was, of course, made by SNK before the days of the Neo Geo. Again, thank you all for coming over to watch this marathon. Hopefully, we'll get some donations for the Kids Marathon. Shoutouts to RGLtv for hosting this event. And we already got this. This game is going to be run on easy any %. We take control of one of the two soldiers trying to break our way out of the enemy camp and hopefully to freedom. So here we go. Time starts the moment I get control, and I'll announce that. I'm going to go ahead and put in the credits. Ready? Go! So anyway, this game is not really remembered a whole lot by SNK or anything, but surprisingly I decided to take this up as a lark for speedrunning. So believe it or not, it's become one of my main staples for running games now. Anyway, I want to give a quick shout out to Mancorp05, who currently has the world record. At one point I was actually competing for world record, but he got pretty good at it. Who knows, one day I'll have it. And of course, like any SNK game, it's pretty overall brutal in regards to difficulty. We're going to see how well we can get through. Unfortunately, the explosions from the grenades have very big hitboxes, unfortunately. So, believe it or not, we're going to try to take full advantage of jumping because that'll stop enemies from moving. And it's a good way to keep them from going anywhere. Perfect lineup. Now, we can despawn some enemies, but not a whole lot. As you can definitely tell, these enemies can get pretty aggressive. The green soldiers are capable of ducking, too, which is pretty annoying. Not to mention, you take a lot of damage. Oh yeah, it is. It is, real deal. It is. I played this once before. 4 years ago, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart, obviously. Luckily, all these soldiers are pretty easy to knock down. At least the ones we get to knock down in one hit. Woo, that was great. You should get those kind of lineups. Now, it is possible to go out of bounds. That's not really a fast way to do it in the speedrun. Scoop years ago did this in one of these 1cc marathons. I don't know if anyone watches those, but I did try that one time. It did give me like a time of 20 or so. Now, we're going to try to keep these guys alive as much as possible. We don't want those night guys spawning a whole lot. Unfortunately, I wound up triggering my gun too early. That's fine. We got rid of both night guys, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of stage 1. I do have multiple credits on there just for safety, but it's not very easy to get through this game, unfortunately. Alright, at least that gives for one guy. Yeah, it's very hard to do this with punching and kicking aren't really very effective overall, but if you can, kicks do have really good effect, but jump kicking can be pretty annoying at times. But so far we're doing pretty well. There's actually hidden pits that enemies on screen can easily fall through, like I just did right there. Alright. Technically we want to have the gun as much ammo as possible for that part. Thankfully we were able to conserve it, and now we completed stage 1. We're out of the prison camp, now we're going into their depot, and hopefully make our way out as well. This is where our game difficulty starts picking up. And unfortunately we're not going to be able to knock out as many enemies as we can, but we're going to try. Now technically you don't have to kill every enemy on the screen, you can like literally get literally get one enemy still left and you'll be about to move forward except for certain areas. And of course, we do want to get rid of these enemies. The kick is very good overall, but it does have its drawbacks. Get rid of this guy because this next one is cause problems. Because unfortunately these mounted guys can be very aggressive, which they just did. They've had some invincibility frames. There's that. Now, believe it or not, you can actually do 2 jump kicks. Luckily, that one only takes 2 to bring down. So right now, we're trying to make our way forward. So we got rid of the user right there. We're going to throw another one. But we don't want to pick up knives because those are very useful. We do want to try and keep the gun as much as possible for the next area. And we do want to be able to get up close to shoot the green soldiers because these guys can duck at far distance when you have a gun. And we want them to be as close as possible when we open fire. It's not very easy to manipulate enemies in this game, I might add. I'll do the best I can to commentate, but I'm not very good at it. Alright, so we're gonna try to jump right here and make sure these soldiers get blown up. Ooh, we got all of them. Nice. We want these guys picking up the gun. Now that we got one soldier left, we can start moving forward. So we're going to be trying to move forward as much as possible, get rid of all these soldiers we can. If not, we'll have to resort to plan B. That's basically shoot them. Yeah, like I said before, it's very hard to get fire. Now we're coming up to the next boss for this area. You have to be at the very top because there is a high chance of getting hit by that escape. And we want to take out all those soldiers real quick because if they start moving, we're not going to get them all in one shot. So that was a pretty decent stage 2. Oh yeah, the Nest is a different beast. Alright, get rid of that pack of soldiers. Sometimes you can do backward jumps, but it's not very easy to pull off. Let's try Bozo. Out of my way. I'm on my way to freedom. Get out of my way. Get wrecked. And that's one of the bad reasons of wielding a knife in this game. Come on, back down here. So that one guy goes. Now we want to jump right here because we got a grenade guy. Got all of them except for that one. That's fine. Take damage and get rid of them. So yeah, Manticore 05 is the current world record holder. At one point, me and him were kind of vying for world records, but he got better. Then again, I don't have any intentions of going for world records anymore, so if I do, I really have to be really dedicated for that. Okay, these guys are not being cooperative. Now we're going to lure these enemies into an invisible pit. Now, this is pretty much a strat I discovered earlier. The other day I was practicing. We need to be at a safe area because these guys can get access to this upper area. We can't really hit them. Alright, these guys are being jerks now. Probably more slow than the birds from Ninja Gaiden. Okay, that last one was being a jerk. But yeah, it's more safe, but it's not very fast. But since this is a marathon, we're taking a little bit of precaution to be safe. Alright, we avoid these bikes. Get more ammo in a bit, so it's okay. Okay, so we're going up, but we're going to be moving downwards once we get out of that ladder. And that's because we got knife guys coming up soon. Excuse me, they avoided all that? Okay. Well, after all that confusion, we finally make our way forward. Alright, we do need to pick up the machine gun coming up. No, you're not getting that machine gun. Luckily, the knife guys can't duck. Now, there is a chance of misfiring when you turn around and fire, so you have to be very careful when firing the gun in this game. Okay, that guy, that makes it a little bit easier. Alright. We're almost out of the motorcycle area, and we're about ready to the next two guys. I don't want to be wasting ammo. I want to get rid of this guy real quick before we get further. Ah, that was wrong. Alright, that's the real reason why I wanted to get rid of that guy real quick, because I wanted to be on this part and open fire. I have to be very careful with the explosions there. Lost a considerable amount of time because of that, unfortunately. But then again, not everything will go right in America. Better to have that mindset, not have it at all. Alright. Now, sometimes you can really knock these guys down after you kick them. We want to make sure we have enough ammo for the next ones. Come on! Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. And we're in perfect position, I might add. Alright, so we lost all of our ammo, so we're gonna get another gun coming up. We do want to make sure we have at least 2 rounds for the last 2 soldiers, because we did kill the final boss just now, and right now we need to get out of here. Now we go up here to avoid these knives. Whoa! That guy didn't try to duck. Alright, that was something I learned pretty much recently. Alright, time's going to be coming up after the helicopter starts coming down. Yeah, don't worry, it's going to be done. And time. Alright, that's it. Alright, folks, that's it. That's P.O.W. Prisoners of War. This was played on the Arcade Archive version. This is also the Japanese release of this version, I might add. Though I'm kind of baffled as to why they didn't put it under the English. Thank you for the GG's Real Deal, Squid, Pinnacle, Robo Quack, Cypherin, NMETV, Optim Band 101. Thank you very much for the GG's. That was fun. I'm very happy I got to do these 2 runs. I'll be back on Sunday for the Ninja Saviors, Return of the Warriors, and Rival Turf, aka Russian Beat. Oh, thank you for the GG's, Polyhead. And Elrock, thank you very much. But anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. I do have to retire for the evening and get ready for work in the morning, which is very unfortunate. But I hope everyone enjoyed the Final Fight 2 runs and the P.O.W. Prisoners of War. By the way, what was the time, by the way? Did anyone keep track?
Like 15, 20, and I stopped the timer a little late.
Okay, that's good. Alright, that's usually right around the time I usually finish up. But anyway, my current PBs are pretty much around 1430 or 1447 just recently, so I'm starting to make a bit of improvement. Oh, thank you! Nice to hear. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and let you all enjoy the rest of the marathon. I'll be back Sunday as mentioned. This is Rotorstorm331 signing off. I'll let the host take over from here. You all have a great evening/day. I will see you all Sunday. Take care.